These games are ranked by play score, a standard rating that averages gamer and critic reviews. Opening our list of 25 family-friendly iOS games is Bridge Constructor Portal. As the name suggests, this game is the love child between Bridge Constructor and Portal. You are a new employee in the Aperture Science Test Lab, employed to build bridges, ramps, slides, and other sciencey stuff. There are 60 test chambers where you must guide objects safely across the finish line, bypassing sentry turrets, acid pools, laser barriers, and switch puzzles. With GLaDOS' voice guiding you through your job, you'll hopefully get through whatever puzzle comes your way. This game has a play score of 8.81. Number 24 is The Sequence. This is a unique puzzle game that's both simple and challenging. The gameplay couldn't be more straightforward. Just grab the items, place them on the grid, and hit play. In this game, there are 72 levels where you have to build a sequence using special modules to transfer binary cells. Get your aha moments with a game that has a play score of 8.84. Number 23 is Monument Valley. The visuals of this game can be described in 3 words: minimal, impossible, and fantastic. You are guiding Princess Ida through a stunning world filled with impossible architecture. Explore the game's surreal world of mysterious mountains, hidden paths, palaces, and temples. There are 10 levels in which you must solve puzzles by manipulating the impossible architecture and outsmart the crow people. This is a game that is a feast for the eyes, the ears, and the brain. It has a play score of 8.84. Number 22 is Sidewords, a relaxing puzzle game that is part logic puzzle and part word game. It looks a little intimidating at first with the grid and the letters, but once you get it and start solving, it's extremely satisfying. Form words on the grid by tapping the letters on the side. There are no timers nor penalties, so you can take as long as you like when solving the puzzle. If the good old crossword and Sudoku isn't doing it for you anymore, try this as it receives a play score of 8.84. Number 21 is Threes. Remember the game 2048 from a few years back? It's similar, but with a bit of a twist. Instead of adding 2s and 4s together, you start with a 1 and a 2 to make a 3, and then adding 3s to make a 6, 6s to 12s, and so on and so forth. This game is one of the easiest ways to teach someone or yourself how to add numbers divisible by 3. Yay, math. It has a play score of 8.84. Number 20 is Cytus, a rhythm game from the developers behind Rayark that has great music and approachable gameplay. Tap, hold, and slide through the beat bubbles of 10 songs in each of the 10 chapters, plus some secret songs hidden within the game. The visuals when you play the game is pretty clean and minimal with just the beat bubbles and beautiful artworks behind them, letting you focus on that sweet, sweet music. This game has a play score of 8.87. Number 19 is Starman, Tale of Light. Next on our list is a dreamlike puzzle game where you guide Starman on his quest to recover light. The game's story seems vague, but uncovering the mysteries in this mysterious black and white world is what makes it immersive. Sit down, grab yourself a warm, comforting drink, and take your time with a game that has a play score of 8.87. Number 18 is Geometry Wars 3 Dimensions. What you do in this game is simple: shoot everything and stay alive. There are over 100 levels of this game, including some exclusive levels for the iPhone, iPad, Apple TV, and iPod 5. Rise to the top of the leaderboards. This game is essentially an arcade game at its core. You can't do that by buying your way to the top though. You have to invest some elbow grease into this game. Don't worry, there are some awesome weapons in this game to help you shoot those shapes away. This game is extremely fun and has a play score of 8.9. Number 17 is Deemo. Next on our list is another rhythm game from Rayark. Deemo is not your usual rhythm game though. It has a story behind it. Through the cutscenes, you'll see a tree that grows the more songs you play. Play the game to find out about its hidden meanings and surreal characters. This game has a play score of 8.91. Number 16 is Uzzle. Uzzle is an animation game from Dutiful. Basically, the puzzle moves as you are playing with it. The visual style of the game is really cute and friendly. It's sure to bring hours of entertainment for kids and kids at heart. But don't worry, the App Store also reassures you that this game is entirely gluten-free. It has a play score of 8.92. Number 15, Super Phantom Cat Be a Jumpin' Bro. This game by Vivo is reminiscent of Super Mario. but instead of playing as an Italian jumping plumber, you're Mr. White, the super phantom cat. Each level of the fan world is vibrant and filled with hidden areas, so you better keep your eye out on those little arrows that'll give you a hint on where you can find these hidden locations. If you like cats and platformers for your iOS device, then this game just might be the one you want. Super Phantom Cat receives a play score of 8.94. Number 14 is Jurassic Go, Dinosaur Snap Adventures. As the title might suggest, in this game you're a photographer going through different islands and locales to take pictures of dinosaurs for the Dino Museum. As you progress, the museum grows as more tourists come to your island and you're able to unlock more zones. This game is just super chill and super simple. Just swipe through your screen and take pictures. Snap your dino-loving heart away with a game that has a play score of 8.94. Number 13 is Geometry Dash. If you enjoy platforming and rhythm games, then this might just be for you. Move a square through an increasingly treacherous environment. It can get super frustrating to get through the levels because if you slip up once, you're thrown back to the beginning. But if you're someone who just doesn't know how to give up, you'll surely get a kick out of this game. There are lots of levels to play in, with unique soundtracks playing in the background as you push and push just to clear the level. Challenge your skills and patience with a game that has a play score of 8.94. Number 12 is Splitter Critters. This is a game where you split the screen and rearrange it so you can guide the little alien critters back to their spaceship. The game starts off easy with you just having to guide one critter in a familiar and easy landscape, but as you progress, you'll have to guide more and more critters with different quirks in a progressively more hostile and more unique environment. In this game, you'll have to be quick and innovative. It receives a play score of 8.96. Number 11 is Duet Game. There are two simple rules to this game. Keep calm and avoid everything. In this mesmerizing game from Kumobius, you control two dots that move in sync. There are 9 chapters in this narrative and nerve-wracking gaming experience. There's also a bonus level where you survive for as long as you can to get as much points as you can muster. Controls are super tight and the tracks that accompany your gaming sessions are perfect for all of us who enjoy everything satisfying. Who knew dodging blocks could be so captivating? This game has a play score of 8.98. Number 10 is Hidden Folks. In short, it's kinda like Where's Waldo. The twist is that everything is black and white and occasionally moving. Sometimes these hidden folks are hiding behind their obstructions that you'll have to interact with before eventually the thing you're looking for reveals itself. There's a lot of creative interaction and problem solving that you'll have to do in this game, but it'll be hard to stop playing it because you'll eventually find yourself admiring its hand-drawn visuals and amusing a cappella sound design. This delightful little game has a play score of 8.99. Number 9 is Blendoku 2. Everything you loved about the first Blendoku game, plus a few awesome upgrades. It's a color puzzle game where you arrange the tiles of color in a hue or shade-based spectrum. It may seem easy at first, but this game will challenge your color perception as you advance through the levels. A new feature introduced in this sequel is Painting Gallery, where you create a spectrum of colors based on key pigments that were used in famous paintings. This free-to-download color puzzle game has a play score of 9. Number 8 is Game Dev Tycoon, a strategy simulation title from Greenheart Games about, you guessed it, game development. You start out in a garage at the early stage of your video game development where you create games for the PC and other basic platforms. You'll have to choose a platform, what genre your game will be, what the theme is, so on and so forth. You'll have to allocate resources for story writing, graphics, and sound. A slice of a game developer's life, it has a play score of 9.02. Number 7 is Time UFO. In this game by HAL Laboratory Incorporated, you are a part-time worker and full-time UFO. In order to make ends meet, you go around to take on various part-time jobs from fishing, to loading trucks, to helping cheerleaders do their routine, to helping circus performers, and so much more. It has a play score of 9.03. Number 6 is Super Sharp. Don't you hate it when the puzzle game is too easy that it gets too boring real fast, or too hard that it gets frustrating to play? Super Sharp is at the sweet spot where it's challenging enough to be fun, but not too much that you'll start tearing your hair out. The goal of the game is simple. Slice the shape and let gravity help you get the sliced part touch the goal square that matches its color. There's a set number of moves that might give you a clue on how to solve each level. It has a play score of 9.05. Number 5 is Super Cattails. This title from the developers behind Neutronize is a fast-paced platformer filled with lots and lots of kitty cats. In each world of the game, you'll earn a new cat for you to play as. There are 6 cats in total and over 50 levels to play on. The goal for each level is to reach the checkered endpoint, but you might need some keys to get there. A game for cat lovers and platform gamers alike, it has a play score of 9.07. Number 4 is Lin. Lin is a super relaxing connect the dots kind of game. The twist is that there are different shapes on the board and that you'll have to connect diagonally. It's super simple at first, but it gets challenging as you progress. While this puzzle game starts to gnaw at your brain in the later levels, your soul will be claimed by its minimalist design and soothing audio. It has a play score of 9.11. Number 3 is Frost. This next entry on our list is another beautiful puzzle game. The description on the App Store says that you're guiding spirits to their home planets, which is pretty vague. When you start playing the game, there are no explanations or instructions except for a hand that'll occasionally lead you to the correct position. It's an awe-inducing adventure with a play score of 9.13. Number 2 is Mini Metro. Mini Metro, as you may have guessed from the title, is a subway simulator. The game is all about designing a subway map for your city. You'll draw lines between stations and run your trains. You can redraw your routes to keep them efficient. The resources are limited, but the longer you survive, the more you'll earn. Be careful that you don't overcrowd a station because that could be a catalyst that will bankrupt you in the end. It has a play score of 9.15. And the best family-friendly game on the iOS is Linelight. The game that tops our list doesn't have fancy action scenes or even story. It's just a simple, elegant, minimalist puzzle game set in a universe of lines. The goal is simple: guide a beam of light from one end of the puzzle to the other. There's not much to say about this game other than it's beautiful. The controls work well, and it's a beautiful game to play on if you want to break away from the hustle and bustle of the real world. It has a play score of 9.26. You may get these games right now by clicking the links below.